And this story basically talks about the man charged in shooting death of Takeoff asked court for $5,000. So like I said, he might have depleted all his funds by now. So let me bring that up for y'all to see it. Yeah, man. It sounds like he depleted all his funds. I'm not sure. I don't know his pockets. Now it says, man charged in shooting death of Takeoff asked court for $5,000 for private investigator, court documents say. The man accused of shooting and killing rapper Takeoff is asking the court for money to hire a private investigator, according to the court documents. Now, it goes on to say that Patrick Xavier Clark, 33 years old, is in jail on a $2 million bond in the high-profile murder case. He was caught shooting his gun on camera with a wine bottle in his hand outside of the 810 Billiards and Bowling Alley the night the Migos rapper was killed, according to evidence presented in probable cause court on Monday. So they have video evidence, allegedly, of him shooting somebody, or at least shooting outside of the venue, holding a wine bottle. What kind of hood stuff is this, man? This is ridiculous, man. Like, bruh. This whole situation was preventable, but it was a whole bunch of ignorant activity that led to this. Let's keep it funky, man. If they was like, if the Migos would have, and I am in no way saying this is Takeoff's fault because he was an innocent bystander. But if a lot of things would have played out differently and people would have thought like, yo, man, I'm too big for these activities, we wouldn't be in this situation that we're in. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is they got dude on video allegedly. So it's going to be hard to beat that, bruh. Like, how are you going to beat that? I can't see it. Now, the story continues by saying this. It says police said Clark had a passport and a lot of money on him when he was arrested. Just like I thought, man. When he was arrested, remember, there was a story that said dude had a lot of money on him. And he was already ready with his passport. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look like you're not a flight risk. That looks like to the judge like, hey, this dude was trying to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now, it also goes on to say that they said that he had plans to leave the country. Clark's attorney said he was prepared to take a planned vacation to Mexico that had been canceled. So him saying that this already had been planned and it had been canceled kind of goes on into what that first news story said. Now, Clark is asking the court for $5,000 to help prove his innocence, though he has an attorney who has agreed to take on his case at a reduced rate. His family said it's taken all of his money, court documents say. Now, anybody who has to fight a major RICO case, major murder indictment, or anything like that, dog, it's going to cost you some paper, bro. That's why it's easier to stay out the streets and stay out of trouble, man, because that's going to cost you some paper. I ain't going to lie, man. Now, it goes on to say that according to court documents, the hiring of a private investigator would, in quotes, assist in the preparation of his defense and help Clark to prepare effectively for trial. The documents also say a private investigator would help Clark present evidence and cross-examine witnesses. Now, with all that being said, they say they got him on video, bruh. Video. You know what I'm saying? So, if I was... Maybe, I'm trying to understand the logic behind getting the private investigator and what actually they could provide him at this time. I mean, he already blew the bag on a lawyer. That seems like the first start, but maybe this is a tactic from his attorney in order to get some type of evidence that they need to prove that he's innocent. Now, it is only through a private investigator that all the facts related to the case can be looked into, the document says. Now, as of Wednesday, a judge had not granted the motion and would not likely decide until Clark's next scheduled court appearance, which is next week, man. So the 14th of December. So it looks like he's got another scheduled court appearance next week.